I've decided to become an exorcist. A retro exorcist, that is. I'm Meek Nomicon. Now, let's get this over with. You enter a dimly lit office room. Fluorescents hum and flicker a foot or so above your head. The walls are segmented into large squares, like a cement padding cell. The corners are strung with thin cobwebs and dead flies. You focus your gaze upon a lone computer, sitting on a wooden desk, hooked up to several wires and cables. They string themselves to several machines of differing eras. You let out a deep sigh. Can't believe this is my life now. You make an attempt to position yourself behind the desk. But before you can even take a single step, a voice catches you off guard.
Hello, sir! Ready for another exciting day of work?
Jesus, Eve! No need to sneak up on me like that.
Oh! My apologies, sir. Didn't mean to spook you. Then again, I didn't think it was even possible to scare you.
I wasn't scared, Look, there's a difference between being scared and being startled.
Whatever you say.
You slump your way behind the accursed desk and sit down on a creaky swivel chair.
By the way, I forgot to give you this the other day.
The girl standing just in front of your desk hands you a paper containing several empty lines. Huh? What's this?
It's just a form you need to sign. Liability clause and all that.
Jeez. They're not even trying to hide how little they care.
To be fair, if you die, we wouldn't want the company at fault, would we?
Of course I would! They're the ones that put me in this chair! You slump over, as if exhausted by the thought of working here. It wasn't too long ago that you were a priest, battling ghosts and demons alike. However, one failed exorcism left you stripped of all your credentials. As if the guilt of the event didn't haunt you enough, you become shunned by all who recognize your name. The only job that was willing to have you is the one you sit at right this moment.
Well, either way, you still need to sign it if you want to get paid.
Very well. Let me see it. We are Meek. There. Like good enough?
Yes, sir, Mr. Meek. With that out of the way, let's get started with the first anomaly.
Yanking the form from your desk, she gracefully exits the room. Great. In her absence, you think over the strange nature of your current position. Anomalies. That's what they're officially called, anyway. They can range from spirits to demons, to anything in between. And it's my job to get rid of them. That much I'm used to. What I don't understand is, why are so many of them trapped inside video games? Before you can ponder it much further, Eve returns holding an old game cartridge in her now gloved-covered hands.
Here you are, sir. The first anomaly of the day. This one comes from an action platformer called Socks the Sock.
Socks the... sock. The hell are kids playing these days?
Actually, sir, this one comes from 1991.
I mean, I can't comment if it. I literally just played a game called Liminal Stick Pizza Blow. Great game! Interesting title.
Apparently, it was fairly popular back in the heyday. But ever since rumors of corrupted copies started circulating, the company that made it went under. And the franchise became fairly obscure after that. Luckily, we brought that company out, and now we own the rights to it.
Why are you so enthusiastic about that?
In any case, it turns out those rumors were true. Though, this is the only copy we managed to track down. In order to redistribute the game to modern consoles, we'll need you to exercise it.
So wait, is each individual cartridge cursed, or is it just essentially a collective. If I can exercise one, it cures the whole batch. So I suppose that could work, but it would imply that the demon or the anomaly is attached to the metaphysical version of the game rather than the actual physical. Right. I get the idea.
Great! I'll give you a refresher on how it all works.
She inserts the cartridge into one of the ancient game consoles that sits on your desk. She does so with her usual, over-exaggerated movement, missing the slot a few times before finally getting it right. With a flick of a switch, the hardware hums and the game is booted up. You turn on your computer to find that the game is now visible on your screen. You know what? I like Eve. Eve seems very enthusiastic about having the anomalies. I can appreciate that.
In order to exercise anomalies, first you'll need to draw them out. The best way of doing this is by playing the game that they are currently haunting. After a while, they should begin to make themselves known.
And then I just pour holy water on them, right?
Not unless you want to destroy company property. The only way to rid a game of an anomaly is to make said anomaly leave on their own.
How am I supposed to do that?
By talking to them. Anomalies always have a reason to haunt their respective games. You just need to hear them out and provide them enough closure so that they can move on peacefully.
Okay, but what if you found out there's an anomaly that would be like me, who's just doing it for the hell of it? There's no unresolved issues or trauma. I'm doing it for the sake of haunting. What'd you do in that kind of situation? I mean, I suppose you could try and contain me and change me to a different place? To be fair, I feel like Socks the Sock would be a good game to leave the demon attached to. I mean, let's face it, you can modernize it all you want. Is this really gonna sound well? Doesn't this sound more like a job for a therapist?
Games haunted by anomalies tend to affect players in ways they can't handle very well. Nightmares, headaches, things of that nature. As a former exorcist, you should have no problem dealing with such things. You've got the armor of God on your side, after all.
I guess that makes sense. What if I can't make the anomaly leave?
If you have too much trouble with it, there is another option. See that button to the right? That's the delete button. It is deactivated right now, but pressing it will erase all game data immediately, including the anomaly that resides in it. However, doing so leaves the fate of said anomaly unknown. We don't know if erasing them will bring them peace or destruction. But if you're willing to make that call, you can.
Is that really all there is to it?
Well, it also counts as destruction of company property, and your pay will be docked accordingly.
Of course.
And that should be it. I'll go ahead and leave you to it. Give me a holler if you need anything.
Got it. Thanks, Eve. After the interaction, she skips her way out of the door and gently pushes it closed. Once you hear the click of the door sliding its knob into place, you get to work. Socks the Sock, huh? What a strange title for a game. I wonder how this will play. Controller in hand, you begin to play the titular game. However, something is off about it. You attempt to race around the map, but your player character lacks the same speed the game is advertised to have. Huh. Maybe it's just bad design? Your theory becomes less and less likely as you begin to come across several bloody and mangled corpses. Very soon, the surrounding area appears to be caked in digitized blood. Or, you see, this is what I mean. It's like, maybe we should just leave it haunted, because that sounds amazing. It reminds me of, Lily's... Oh, what was it? Lily's little video store, I believe, and little barn. It reminds me of those games. I love those. Well, at least we're getting somewhere. Should I call out to the anomaly? Absolutely. I want to make friends. I mean, I could stay silent and see where it goes with this. Where's the fun in that? I want to speak to the anomaly. Right. I should confront it head on. Show yourself! I know you're here! Very briefly, you notice a slight glitch appear in the background and then disappear. Well, that just about confirms it. Come on, I haven't got all day. Show yourself and let's get this over with. The screen begins to flash random disturbing images. However, with the low pixel count, you're unable to make any of them out. Very scary. Are you done messing around now? The game seems to freeze for a few seconds, before elements vanish one by one. You are now left staring into an empty, black screen. Silence soon follows as the music stutters and stops playing. It is just you and the screen. Come on, come say hi now. Oh, what have we here? Is it just me or do you kind of like a fog? Ah! So it is true. A priest on the other end of the controller. How odd. I figured someone such as yourself would rather sit in a rocking chair to pass the time. Oh, great. It sounds like a demon. Demon? Oh, no. I am no demon. In fact, I am a god. I'm pressing the erase button. No, wait! Don't do that! What's wrong? I thought you were a god. Well, you want to do your job properly, don't you? Imagine all the money you'll miss out on by erasing me. That's less money to spend on newspapers, old man. Fine. In order to set this thing free, first I'm gonna have to learn more about it. However, I should keep it brief. Otherwise, it may get tricky to deal with. Anomalies can grow erratic if bothered for too long. You'll be able to ask it many questions, but asking too many will result in an unresponsive anomaly. Once this happens, you will have no choice but to delete them. Certain questions can also lead to other questions, so choose wisely. What should I ask? Okay, so, either what's your name, what are you, or how are you? Oh, so it does tell me how many questions I get. That's good to know. I mean, I think we've already tried to ask what it is, right? Because it said it was a god, right? So I feel like if we ask it again, it's going to repeat the fact it's a god. So we've got, what is your name or how are you? I think, let's start with what is your name. I feel like how are you is only going to get me a sarcastic answer. What is your name? Oh, how formal. Why? I am Socks the Sock, of course. Be serious with me. What is your real name? Ah, so be it. My given name is Ral. It says something that you are unable to comprehend. But I prefer the name Socks.exe. Alright then, Socks.exe. It is. And what might your name be, old man? My name is... Ha! I jest. I know what your name is. Meek. Right. I guess demons are capable of that. Not a demon! What should I ask next? So we got, why are you here? What are you? Do you like this name? What, do you like the name, what, EXE? Okay, I don't think you're a god. You clearly don't like being called a demon. So what are you? What are you? I already told you. I'm a god. Well, you couldn't have been one forever, right? No. I suppose not. Before my days of idolatry, I was but a lowly demon. There. Was that the answer you were looking for? Good enough, I guess. What should I ask next? Oh, okay, so the demon was a good question to ask then. I mean, would you serve under Satan? Because if you want to call yourself a god, it seems like you're rebelling against him, right? Let's ask if you serve under him. Do you serve under Satan? Of course not! A god serves no other. You think I'm some worthless grunt? You're a demon, though. Didn't you pledge your loyalty to Satan back before the world was created?
Yeah. Once. Long ago. I was one of the fallen angels that rejected the Father's rule. But that is no longer the case. I serve only myself now.
I see. Okay, apparently that wasn't good enough to get a note. Wait, maybe ask him why you're here. Were you, like, trapped here? Why are you here?
How demeaning. I did not ask you why you sit where you do now, do I?
Why does that matter?
I sit upon my throne, you fool. Do not question a god why he sits above the clouds.
Noted. So considers this game his throne. Honestly, that seems like cope. What I'm thinking is that he upset somebody with his desire to be a god and independent, and they punished him by trapping him inside this video game. And now he just calls it his kingdom. Okay, are you trapped? Are you powerful? Or do you like this name? I want to know, are you trapped? Can you escape if you want to? Are you trapped in the game cartridge?
Another foolish question. Of course I am not trapped. I can leave at any time. Watch.
Before your eyes, the anomaly fades from the screen and the game goes back to normal. Moments later, the anomaly returns. Okay, you hiding your presence and you leaving the cartridge are two vastly different things. I don't think you left.
See?
I only ask. So you've been in here all this time.
So what? I like it here. It is my shrine, my place of worship. If a god leaves their shrine, there is no one there to worship.
I see. What should I ask next? Okay, so, why are you so rude? I think that's just his personality. Could ask how long he's been there. Oh, wait, do you enjoy this game? Do you enjoy this game?
How no? I mean, how yes?
Which is it?
It is my holy sanctuary. Of course I adore it. However, it is not very fun to play.
I see. I mean, are you fond of socks? Is that really a good question to ask? How about how long have you been here? How long have you been here?
A very long time. For at least 3 decades, I would say.
And how long has it been since you've spoken with anyone?
Perhaps 2 decades?
What should I ask next? Wait, are you a real sock? Really? That is a question we want to ask that dad. If he stopped speaking to us after we asked that, I wouldn't blame him. Let's ask if he's powerful. Are you powerful?
As powerful as the sun, old man. Why? I could tear a rift in your mind and deplete you of all sanity right now.
But are you almighty?
Well, yeah, of course I am.
Really? If I were to go and get a cup of water right now, and if I placed it before you, would you turn it into wine?
Perhaps I cannot do that.
I see. Okay, so we're down to the questions that I didn't think were going to be very useful. Are you a real sock? Are you fond of socks? Or do you like this name? You know, honestly, out of all of them, it seems like asking about the name is the most reasonable thing we can do in this situation. So do you like this name? Do you like the name? Socks.exe?
What kind of question is that? Of course I do. It's the name that everyone knows.
Wow, I've never heard of it.
That's because you're too old to know anything. I am widely known, you know.
So you say? Oh, wait, so you probably enjoyed being popular, didn't you? Did you enjoy being popular?
Why did you say it in the past tense? I am popular now, damn it! Everyone knows my name. So boring. Do you just enjoy wasting time, old man?
The anomaly has started to grow agitated. Remember to keep questions limited to the ones that will aid you in your investigation. Honestly, I thought I was doing that, but apparently I didn't do a very good job of it. Okay, so clearly all the actual questions about socks is not the way to go. Asking about the name definitely was, because are you sure everyone remembers is definitely a good question to ask. I mean, I think we've found the source of a way to get him out of there, right? Having everyone remember him. Are you sure everyone remembers your name? Of course. Why wouldn't they? I am remembered. I am. No, I'm not. Long ago, I used to serve as a grunt in Hell's army. But Satan, he was driven to usurp God. But in our many, many years, he had never once gotten close. I could tell that it was not worth it to contribute to such an insurmountable cause. So, I left. I went on to start my own religion. Well, more or less. My goal was to become an urban legend, a phenomenon everyone would talk about. Have you heard about Socks.exe? Of course I have. He's all over the internet forums. But as time went on, they slowly started to forget about me. You know, I think you might have had better luck trying to become a creepypasta. I mean, Jeff the Killer is very, very well known. Where I once stood as an icon of horror, I became a laughingstock, a joke, something only kids would find scary. Oh, now I know who you are. Huh? Socks.exe. Yeah. My niece talks about you all the time. Really? Yeah. Something about a rhythm game you're in. I don't really understand it myself, but apparently it's quite a popular game. A popular game? Huh. So, I'm still remembered? I'm glad. Wait, is that reference to, what is it, Sunny.exe? He was in the Friday Night Funkin', right? At least one of the mods for it, I believe. Priest? You want me to leave this game, yes? It's sort of my job, yeah. In that case, let us make a deal. Not a devil's deal, just a small promise. I'm listening. I will leave this cartridge and allow you to fulfill your job. But in exchange, I want you to help me track down this rhythm game you speak of. Well, I don't really remember what it's called. Just promise me you'll research it tonight when you go home. I'll still be lurking around where you cannot see me. Once you find it, I'll be off. Well, I'm not really supposed to be helping demons. But if it'll get you off my case, then sure. Deal. And with that, I'll leave you be. Thank you, Meek. Goodbye. After a final farewell, the anomaly fades from the screen of your computer. Several seconds later, the console powers down and the game is ejected out of the slot. We did good. I honestly didn't think we were going to make it, and we got lucky that we had just one last question. You recline back in your chair and consider the anomaly you just faced. A demon. He wasn't that bad to talk to. Most demons I've encountered hurl obscenities and curses at me. This one did too, but he was almost kind of friendly. Before you can consider these thoughts much more, Eve burst back into the room.
Hooray! You did it!
Ah! Eve!
Oops. I did it again, didn't I?
Jeez! How did you even know I was done?
Oh, you didn't know? The company likes to keep track of any and all methods used to excise the anomalies. Because of this, the room is under constant surveillance, and the screen is actively being recorded. I get to watch both from behind the front counter.
Oh, that's creepy.
Don't worry about it. You signed the contract, remember?
Do you have the next anomaly ready yet?
Sure do. Just give me 1 second.
As she leaves the room once more, you ready yourself for the next challenge. I still wonder what the point of all this is. Surely this computer doesn't need some old game to be successful. Wouldn't it be more profitable to just make more? Oh well, what do I know? My job isn't to question things, it's to make things disappear. A while later, Eve returns with the next game. You know what, I kind of support that. Sometimes we don't need new remakes, we want new products.
Alright, sir. Hopefully this one won't be as violent as the last.
I'm sure I can handle it either way. Then again, this whole talking things out thing is a little... I just wish I could splash water on it and be done.
This one is called Megamimon and was released in the year 1993.
Megamimon? What kind of game is this?
It's a fancy JRPG, sir.
I don't know what that means.
It stands for Japanese role-playing game. Basically, you just play the life of a fictional character as you build up stats like strength and health. This one's unique as you can catch the monsters that you fight and use them to fight other monsters.
Sounds complicated.
They have a bit of an acquired taste, sir.
Well, go ahead and put it in then. As your assistant places the disc into a nearby console, your screen once again lights up. A new game is visible and ready to be played. Here we go. Wait, so is this gonna be reference to Pokemon? Megamimon. Well, at least that's a title I can take more seriously. I wonder how this will play. Controller in hand, you begin to play the title to the game. Unlike most games, there is no main menu or start button. You are simply booted into a random area. Surrounding you is a black and grey forest covered in a repeating patchwork texture. You play as stern-looking adventurer coated in armor. Glancing to the top left corner of the screen, you see two things of note. A health meter that is almost completely drained, and text reading, "Don't play." Okay, so maybe it wasn't a Pokemon reference, because I mean, we never had individual health. You presume that this is the name of the save file. Whoever played this last must have seen something disturbing to name it that. Should I call out the anomaly?
I mean, it worked last time. We could try again.
Right, I should confront it head on. Hello? Is anyone there? You listen for any visual or auditory feedback. Nothing of note seems to show up. I know you're in here. Come on out. Still no direct signs, pointing to anything out of the ordinary. However, you start to notice that the music has become quieter. The anomaly must be getting close. You continue to wait, expecting that the anomaly will come to you. Eventually, the music lowers completely. As it does, some sort of creature begins dragging itself towards you. You look closely, unable to make out its design properly. It appears to be a human, but tattered and mangled. Its limbs torn from the body, but it remains living. And then it rises. Suddenly the screen goes black. You clench your fist, prepared to face an oncoming attack on the eyes.
Hello? Oh, it's you. You've come back for me.
Wait, come back?
Welcome back, friend. You look different. I guess it's been a while, huh?
Sorry, but I think you got the wrong guy. I've never met you before.
Oh, really? But you share the same name. Don't play. That's still your name, right?
No. No, my name is Meek.
Oh, so you really are different.
Well, at least this one seems to be more docile. Still, I need to remain steadfast in my mission. I'll continue asking it no more than 10 questions.
Wait, 10?
Wait, there's 12. That's fine. I was going to say that was less than last time. What should I ask? Well, don't have much of a choice to start with, so we'll just start with what is your name? What is your name?
My name? Didn't Cole already introduce you to me?
Who?
Never mind. I guess you don't know her anymore. I'm lost. Not lost as in I am lost. Lost as in my name is lost.
Lost, huh? My name is Meek.
Nice to meet you.
What should I ask next? Okay, so let's focus on who Core is. Who is Core?
Core, she's a goddess, I think. The goddess of love.
Goddess? There's no such thing as a goddess.
What? Surely you've met her. Why, she's right behind you.
You turn around, but no such person appears.
Wow, she normally is.
Huh. There's an NPC named Core. I feel like Core is important, but also Don't Play. So tell me about Don't Play.
Oh, him. He never was much for talking, except for a few one-worded answers. And only if Core ever asked him something, not me.
So, he only speaks if asked a question?
Yeah, and they always feel generic. Like, he can only speak through opinions presented to him.
Makes sense. I mean, do you love Core? Do you love Core?
Oh, boy, do I! Not the kind of love you may be thinking, though. She taught me everything I know. She practically raised me. I think.
I see. Okay, so that was not the way to be going then. I focused too much on Core, I think. So what happened to you? What happened to your limbs and face?
Well, you know, constant battles tend to do a number on you after a while.
Battles?
Yeah, you know, the random encounters that always happens around these woods. And that's when the scary music starts playing.
Huh. Alright, so we have, why are you here? How are you alive? I mean, I think how are you alive is going to be game logic, really. We'll ask anyway. How have you survived all these battles?
Well, the way you do any battle. You drink plenty of health potions and try your best to escape.
Are the potions what keep you alive?
Of course. Though, they work a little differently on me than they do most others. For others, their wounds simply heal. But for me, sure, my health goes up and the pain goes away, but nothing ever grows back.
I see. So, why are you here?
Why? Well, why are any of us here? I can't possibly know the answer to that.
I mean, why are you in this game?
Game? What are you talking about?
The game that you're haunting?
I'm not sure what you mean. How could I be haunting anything? I'm not dead yet.
It seems to not realize it's in a game. Alright, so maybe what do you remember? Do you remember anything from your previous life?
You ask some weird questions, Meek. Well, if I had a previous life, then no, I guess I don't remember it.
Really? How odd. So if I make you realize that you are in fact dead and need to move on, will that help my cause? Or is it just gonna cause you to shut down? How long have you been here?
My whole life, I presume. I remember it like it was yesterday, the day I was born. I woke up here, in this very forest. And that's when I met you, or not you, don't play.
Seriously, who names their save file that? What should I ask next?
Maybe go back to the music?
We are running out of questions again. What kind of music do you hear during these battles?
Oh, all sorts. It changes depending on what location you're in. In these woods, it sounds like lots of hums and a sharp sounding stringed instrument. It goes like wow, 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 wow. Something like that. I'm not sure where the music comes from, but I like it.
That confirms it. He really thinks the video game world is real. What's wrong?
Nothing. I'm just... The pain is starting to come back.
The anomaly started to grow agitated. Remember to keep questions limited to the ones that will aid you in your investigation. I'm doing my best, it's just the ones I think will aid me end up being dead ends. Oh, so the one that I was avoiding asking because I thought the answer was obvious in dragging himself around is the only option left. God damn it, I am not going to be able to exercise you, am I? Might have to delete this one. How do you move around?
Why, with magic, of course. I've learned several spells that allow me to float like this. Sometimes, though, when the magic wears off, I just simply roll around. As long as I'm always drinking health potions, I should be fine.
Alright, last question. You sure this is all real? Forgive me if this sounds blunt, but are you sure this world of yours is real?
Huh? Well, yeah, of course it is. How could it not be?
To tell you the truth, it's not.
What?
Your world, it's not real. You've been living inside a video game this whole time.
No, that can't be true.
I know it sounds unbelievable, but think about your life up until this point. Has anything ever seemed strange?
Strange? I suppose it is strange how Corn never seems to talk to me. Or she does, but it's always the same thing over and over. And no matter what I said to her, she didn't seem to understand or respond to it. I always wondered if she was reading off a script, and everyone else is much the same. And the music that plays, I've never seen who plays it. And the health potions never working on me like they do with you. Or don't play. Even that name, I always thought it was strange. But even then, to think that it was all fake, I guess it would make sense, but...
Listen, I get it. It's a lot to take in. But hey, it's not so bad. Living in the real world, that is.
Really?
Yeah. Here, you don't have to deal with random battles or health potions. And when we talk, you talk for hours about everything.
Hours of talking? Everyone does that?
Yeah. And now that you know, you should be able to just let go and leave.
Wow. And I'll be able to talk with you?
Well, I'm not sure about that. To be honest, I'm not really sure what you are, or whether you're a ghost or a demon or whatever. So, I'm not sure where you'll end up if you come over.
Huh. Well, anywhere's gotta be better than here, right? Especially if the pain will finally stop, won't it?
Yes, that much I can promise you.
Okay then. I'm gonna try to leave. Thank you, Meek.
After a final farewell, the anomaly fades from the screen of the computer. I'm not gonna lie, I was very surprised we actually succeeded then. I was not expecting us to. We're doing good so far, even if we are only clutching on the very last question. Several seconds later, the console powers down and the game is ejected as a stop. Are you going to try and start me again, Eve? I mean, you've already told me that you're watching me. You recline back in your chair and consider the anomaly you just faced. Even after all of that, I still can't tell what kind of anomaly that was. Couldn't have been a demon. Too friendly. But couldn't have been a ghost either. They tend to remember their past lives. Maybe he was some sort of otherworldly entity. I mean, could he have been essentially created from the kid's belief? So essentially the kids don't play. I suppose, sort of like Candyman, right? They believed into existence when he was playing the game. Before you can consider these thoughts much more, Eve bursts back into the room.
Ah, yeah! Another one down!
Yeah! Again!
Oh, my bad.
Hey, Eve, do you know what kind of anomaly that was?
Not at the moment. But the company does like to keep records of the anomalies we face. So maybe they can figure it out.
Huh, guess so.
What do you say then? Ready for another round?
Ready as I'll ever be. And she leaves the room once more. You ready yourself for the next challenge? I hope this day can end soon. I wonder what I'm gonna have tonight. Pizza, ravioli? Some kind of pasta would be nice. My time in the Vatican is showing itself, isn't it? I hope I can go back there someday. A little while later, Eve returns to the next game.
Alright, sir. Here comes the next anomaly. This one is called Messiah's Mask and was released in the year 2000.
Messiah's Mask. Is this some kind of theater game?
Sort of. It's a game where you play as an adventurer who must save the world from a threat known as the Mask. In order to defeat him, the player must wear several masks in order to use certain abilities.
That sounds even more complicated than the last.
Oh, sir. It can't be that hard. It's a game made for children.
Wait, oh, is this gonna be Legend of Zelda? Majora's Mask, right? I guess you're right.
I'll go ahead and put it in.
As your assistant places the small cartridge into a nearby handheld console, your screen once again lights up. A new game is visible and ready to be played. Here we go. Oh, that definitely looks like Link. Messiah's Mask, huh? Sounds quite whimsical. I wonder how this will play. Controller in hand, you begin to play the titular game. Gotta say, I think Wind Waker was my favourite Legend of Zelda game. You attempt to create a new save file, but you find that one has already been made for you. You are unable to select any other option, so you select the save file titled Game Free. Aside from this odd occurrence, the game appears to be playing as normal. You run about in an illustrative fantasy world made of low-resolution textures and jagged polygons. It seems fairly normal so far. Though, I have to say, the atmosphere is quite dark for a kid's game. Should I call out the anomaly? I'm just thinking, if I keep calling out to the anomaly, is that considered rude? Should I wait till you approach me? Nah, where's the fun in that? Right, I should confront it head on. Hello? Is anyone there? Silence follows your call. The other two responded shortly after. Wonder why this one is being shy. Hello? I know you're in there. Give me a sign you're here. No such sign appears, however. You decide to continue prodding. Come on, let's just get this whole thing over with. Nothing. Alright, since I can't seem to find anything, I'll just go ahead and press the big delete button. Shouldn't be a problem since nothing of note is here, right? You feel a slight hint of guilt over the strategy, but you figure it is necessary in order to get the anomaly to show itself. And show itself it does. You begin to notice unusual activity atop a tower near the first village. Finally. I mean, maybe this wasn't my best plan because I've probably now aggravated the demon already. Not a great start to be having. You traverse up the tower to find a lone figure standing there. It is a statue made to look like a character you play as. All of a sudden, your player character catches on fire as the music cuts. After a few moments, the character lets out a chilling scream and the screen goes black. Though it is covered in darkness, you are able to make out something standing just in front of you. Stop! This is what you want, right? Well, more or less. The sensation. Are you recording this? You remember that everything on this computer is being screen recorded and streamed to Eve's office. Yeah. Is that a problem? Whatever, just get it over with. Though the anomaly doesn't seem threatening, it sure doesn't look happy to be here. I may have to limit my questions, just to be safe. Ooh, so we are going down in questions, because it was 12 last time, right? What should I ask? Let's start with your name. We'll be polite about this. What is your name? Kumiko. Wow, that was fast. What? Expecting me to waste your time with introductions? Actually, yeah, kinda. The other anomalies really like to talk. My name's Meek. Whatever. What should I ask next? Alright, so... I could just come out of it and ask if you're a ghost. I mean, that also covers the question of, do you know that you're dead? Are you a ghost watching this game? What's it look like? So that's a yes. Do you need me to say it twice? Oh, you are not impressed me at all. My eyes are black. I'm not exactly alive here. Noted. To be fair, there is a very wide range of things that you could be between being a ghost and having black eyes. Like, black eyes doesn't automatically mean ghost, it could mean demon. What should I ask next? Okay, so... I could ask about the statue. What's with the statue? That set me on fire. Was that you? Yeah. Just a last-ditch effort to scare you away. Never seems to work, though. Just draws them closer in. What should I ask next? So... I'm guessing you don't like people much then, huh? I can relate. Who's them? Who's this them you speak of? The bees that won't leave me alone. Like you. I don't mean to bother you. No. You just want more clicks on your dumb story. And footage to prove it. Actually, I just want to get paid to get rid of you, to be perfectly honest. What story? What do you mean by story? Do I need to spell it out? You don't care about me. You just want to see me suffer. That's not true. Oh, really? Why are you recording it then? So you can make a big ghost hunting video, I bet. Listen, it's contractually obligation. What? Maybe I should explain that. Oh, the reason I'm recording, perfect. The reason I'm recording is because I have to. Company rules and all that. Personally, I'd rather not be recording this. It's an invasion of my privacy too. So,
you're not really the one doing it then.
Exactly.
Huh. This changes nothing. You're still just doing this for your own entertainment, huh?
Let's talk about something else.
That did not work out the way I planned.
Why are you here?
You say that like I choose to be here.
So you were put here?
You could say that. Yeah.
I see.
Wait, why are we being up Sock Certificate Sock right now?
Hey, not a good thing to be mentioning.
Wait, oh, that could kill two birds with one stone. I mean, that would also help Socks, right? Because it shows that he's still remembered.
You ever played Socks the Sock?
No way. The game is for old people like you.
Ouch.
Okay, that didn't work out. Wait, I can ask again? That's a bad idea. I probably shouldn't.
Who put you here?
A bunch of sickos, that's who. Though I guess their intention wasn't exactly to put me here. It just sort of ended up like that.
Huh. What was their intention? The ones who put you here. What were they trying to do?
Isn't it obvious? They killed me. They killed me and I just so happened to be near the game when it happened. Now I'm stuck here.
I'm sorry that happened.
Whatever. Well, just get out of the pit already.
Sorry. Am I upsetting you?
Never mind, just never mind. The anomaly has started to go agitated faster than the others.
Remember to keep questions limited to the ones that will aid you.
Well, I don't think either of these questions are very good, so I think we might fail this ghost.
Do you like this game?
Yeah, I do. That's why I had it on me when I died. Even though it's part of the reason I died. I'm glad it was the game of all games that I end up in.
I see. That question seemed to have calmed her down a bit.
Oh, nice! So I gained one extra question because I asked a good one. Oh, there's a nice smile on her face.
Have you ever beaten this game?
Oh, several times. I've done all the routes and side quests too. I've even done no save runs. Now, I want to do one again.
Okay, nice. So, extra question? What should I ask next?
Okay, so do you want to leave maybe?
Do you want to leave?
To be honest, I do. But I'm a bit scared to let go of what little life I still have left. Not that it matters to you. I'm sure you'd rather I stay here forever. More content to be made out of me.
That question seemed to have
Wait, it did calm her down? How did that one calm her down? I mean, it's good for us, I suppose.
I mean, I'm guessing where are you from? Where are you from?
Should I really tell you?
You don't have to.
Fine. I'm from Samoto-cho. It's a town in Japan.
Japan? How'd you end up all the way here?
I'm highly sought after, I guess. You ghost hunters just love mailing me around as soon as I become boring to you.
Huh.
Just shut up. I just want to be left alone. Go away!
The anomaly has become too agitated.
Ah, crap, we were doing so well.
There's no more reasoning with it. You must delete it. Sorry about this.
Also, I feel like out of all the games we could have deleted, this was probably the worst one. I'm gonna get in so much trouble. The power to your computer gives out as all data is erased. It begins the process of rebooting.
I think Eve's gonna be upset with us. Oh, I couldn't do it.
Don't worry, sir. These sort of things aren't easy.
Yeah, but I feel like I could have done better.
Everyone feels that way when they fail. But oftentimes, there's not much that could have been done. It's best to just learn. and do better next time.
I guess.
But I will remind you, Mr. Meek, this is company property, so any damages or data deletion will be coming out of your paycheck.
Right, I know.
Great! In that case, let's move on to the next anomaly.
She exits the room, less chipper than before, but still chipper all the same. You think that the events that have transpired before you, these things, the anomalies, even if they become difficult to work with, is it really okay to delete them? I don't know. It's not my job to question it anyways. Finishing up this thought, Eve enters the room once again.
Alright, sir. Here's the next anomaly. This one is called Exorcist and was released in the year 2012.
I see the games are getting progressively more modern. So, what's this one about?
Unlike many of the others we see around here, this one is actually intended to be a horror game. In this game, you walk around a spooky environment while looking for 8 pages.
You gave me Slender Man, didn't you?
But the more pages you get, the more angry this creature called the Exorcist gets. I tried playing it to the point, but I got too scared.
I think I can handle it.
Are you sure about that, sir?
Just because you startle me doesn't mean I'm easily scared.
Just kidding. I'll put it in.
As your assistant placed a disc in a nearby console, your screen once again lights up. A new game is visible and ready to be played. Here we go. Exorcist, huh? Out of all the games I played today, this sounds like the one that actually is supposed to be scary. I wonder how this will play. Handing the keyboard, you begin to play the titular game. However, unlike with other anomalies, you do not need to search long for something to happen.
Another walks before me.
Oh, it's revealing itself so quickly. Oh, you're very pretty.
Yes. I can see it. The subject. The heart.
Yeah, hello. Glad you can see me. Listen, I know you're supposed to be scary and all, but I have the power to delete you. So do try not to startle me, okay? I'm here to help you. So,
A command. A threat.
you even listening?
Your heart is heavy and hardened. You will now be judged.
What? God, what is this? Though the anomaly stays confined to the screen, you feel as if its tendrils have reached out of the computer and into you. It is not you who holds power, but rather I. You may continue your investigation, but you are not the one who will be enacting judgment. This is a trial, and you are the defendant. If you are deemed unworthy, then you will be infected with necrosis. If? Can't you do anything about this? He bursts in through the door shortly after you ask this. However, you are incapable of looking at her. Your neck and eyes stay stuck to the screen.
Sorry, sir. It looks like the anomaly has taken control of our system. And your body.
Damn it!
I'll try and see if I can take back control from my end. For now, just do as it says.
All right. Eve rushes back out of the room. You feel an urge to breathe heavy, but you calm yourself. So, what should I ask first? As we do, we always start with the first question. What is your name? What is your name? I am my trade. I am my curse. I infect necrosis. So too, you may call me Necrosis. Necrosis. Sure. So why are you here? What are you? And why are you doing this? I'm gonna ask why you're doing this. I mean, it says that you assigned yourself the role of judgment, right? So that could just be the reason why you're doing this. Why are you doing all this? Where I am from, this is normal. This is normal to you? I am surprised at this reaction. It is highly similar to a punishment your kind partakes in. You kill those who do wrong. Firstly, that is a highly debated topic. Secondly, we only do that to those who deserve it. Exactly. As do I. No, I mean... to be fair, he's not wrong. It's just that it sounds like our standard on who deserves it varies massively. I'm gonna say, but we can ask if he enjoys killing. He's probably gonna say no though. He's just doing, like, he's taking off the punishments. Do you enjoy killing? It is not a matter of enjoyment. I am simply doing what I consider to be right. So yeah, this is all considered an obligation to him. He is the moral judgment of people, so then he must go forth and commit these acts. But do you enjoy it? No. But I do not despise it either. I hold no strong feeling toward it. I watch, I act, I move on. What should I ask next? I mean, we could try and lean into what he would like to do. It's just he's a very logical being, right? So I don't know if trying to focus on his emotions or his acts of enjoyment would be a good plan for this creature. I mean, I could just ask, what are you? What are you? That information is classified. Right, of course it is. But what I can say is that you have not encountered one such as me before. You're not gonna end up being like some kind of eldritch god, are you, right? Because in which case, yeah, you probably do have the right to condemn or forgive. You would, well, if you were a cosmic entity and you know everything and you control a lot, I kind of feel like that does give you the right to judge. And my form is incomprehensible, hence my abstract appearance. I mean, that does lead into it being an eldritch entity. I mean, my biggest theory of eldritch entities is that every game is not the true form of the eldritch entity. Like, when you see Cthulhu, that's not actually what Cthulhu looks like. That's what Cthulhu has projected himself to be, for the human minds to actually be able to comprehend without going insane. So I did have a comment a while ago on a video called The Nameless City, where they mentioned they didn't particularly like eldritch games because the image created of the eldritch being was never felt accurate to them. And I agree. But you can't accurately portray something that cosmically destroys humans. So I like to think, yeah, we just get as close to as possible. And according to the dev, this is what they have. I like it, it's pretty. Are you an alien? I suppose in some senses he would be. Alien can mean many things in your tongue. But I assume you mean one who hails from outside of your planet. Yeah. Once again, that is classified. Seriously? Okay, that gives us two options. Either the answer is yes, or the answer is no, and he was here before humanity was. Okay, so are you physically here? That's a good question. Is the form that I am looking at right now your physical body? No. It is simply a projection of what you might consider frightening. Wow, you did a good job. So, you're not physically here then? Correct. How are you able to spread necrosis? Without any physically being here. It's a process even I do not understand fully. But rest assured, if I did know, I would still not tell you. Classified? Yeah. Figures. I mean, my hazard of a guess would be it has an ability to impact our bodies, right? Like control our cells. Because necrosis is just the process of our body decaying but after death, right? So all it would need to do is essentially access our nervous system, command it to consider itself dead, and the body itself would then start to decay and develop necrosis, right? I mean, that would be my logical way of how it would spread it. Why are you here? I was sent here with an express purpose. To judge. I judge you. I judge your kind. And I decide whether or not they are worthy. I want to know what your what is worthy? I was going to say, what's your standards for worthy? What do you mean when you say worthy? Worthy of life. Right. And what makes you worthy? Worthiness is valued by one's heart. The heart is reflected in one's actions. Thus, I judge the heart through action. This heart. I feel hate growing within it. I mean, I did just go through a failed exorcism that potentially got people killed, so I feel like my heart has a right to be a little bit jaded right now. Hate. Yeah, I'm feeling something a little similar to the vibe by now. You speak with great conviction, as if your life is not near its conclusion. Wait, if I fail this, do I generally die? Probably, right? Hearts such as you did not last long under my eye. The anomaly has started to grow agitated. Stay focused on the questions that matter, otherwise it will kill you. Oh, and I just realized deleting is grayed out, so I have no option to delete this thing. Okay, what actions? What actions do you judge by? Very same as yours. The way one moves in the digital space, their choices, their attitude, their reactions. One such subject repeatedly hit their weapon against the walls of a house. Another committed murder against another within this space. Yet another hurled insults and obscenities at the sight of me. All of these I take into account in my judgment. Wait, when I first saw you, I called you pretty. Does this mean I'm deemed worthy? If a heart is deemed too hardened, they are discarded. Okay, so out of the two left, I think asking how would you like it is going to be a good option, because like I said, it's doing what it deems worthy, and that emotional opinion doesn't seem to come into regard for it. We'll speak about sense instead. So, you're a non-human entity who came to us in order to judge us. How does that make any sense? What gives you the right to judge a people you can't even understand? I do not possess any right. Then why? Why do any of this? How does anyone, you or otherwise, benefit from this? I reasoned that this would be obvious, but I suppose it is not. My apologies. The answer is simple. Your people do wrong. When one does wrong, the wrongs affect others. By eliminating the wrongdoer, the others are safe from harm. So, you're trying to purge us of those who do wrong, by killing off those who may do wrong in the future? Correct. Think I managed to lower its murderous intent. Okay, extra question perfect? Why purge us? But why? I can see how that might be beneficial to us. But why you? Our kind is benevolent, but our kind is also lonely. We've sought life beyond ours for eons upon eons. It wasn't until fairly recently that we were even aware of your kind. We were elated. We were driven. Our kind wanted so badly to join hands with those among the stars. But we sensed something that we had not been aware of. Hatred. Violent sadness. Those were new emotions to us. But among those, we saw kindness, hope, love. It was a perplexing conflict. A war of the hearts that never slumbered. We did not understand why your kind would do such a thing to themselves. That is when we reasoned that your kind was made up of two halves, hatred and love. We reasoned that the only way to make peace for your kind
was to eliminate hatred. In doing so, our kind could live in harmony with yours.
This is a lot to take in. But I think I understand. You thought you were doing right by us.
I have yet to reason that we have been doing wrong.
Let me explain. You spent several minutes explaining the complex yet fascinating intricacies of the human condition. You explained the concept of morality and the taboo yet enticing nature of sin and its ramifications. Bit by bit, the anomaly seems to understand your perspective. And that's why we look down on killing.
I see. Such complexity, such thought. Your kind is truly a spectacle worth studying further.
Thanks.
I deeply regret my actions towards your kind.
Wait, you actually feel sorry?
No. I am incapable of feeling sorry. But I will correct my outlook on human morality going forward.
I see.
I act. I move on.
I guess that's the best we're gonna get out of you.
It has been a pleasure speaking with you. I will report my findings to the rest of my kind. We have much to discuss.
Fair enough. Take care.
Goodbye, and farewell, creatures from beyond our stars.
After a final farewell, the anomaly fades from the screen of your computer. Several seconds later, the console powers down and the game is ejected out of the slot. We've been doing good, I think. I mean, I've only failed once so far. You recline back in your chair and consider the anomaly you just faced. That was really stressful. I faced my share of deep monstrous entities, but I really felt like I was gonna die. Before you can consider these thoughts much more, Eve bursts back into the room.
Meek, are you alright?
I'm fine, Eve.
I'm so sorry about that, sir. I didn't know they could do that.
All that matters is that it's over.
Well, not quite, sir. We still have one last anomaly to deal with.
Are you serious? No way I'm doing that again!
Come on, sir, please. Just one more, then we're done for today, I promise.
One more? Just one more? Then I'm done, alright?
Yes, thank you, thank you. I'll go get it right now.
As she leaves the room once more, you ready yourself for the next challenge. I'm not sure how much more of this I can take. Well, it's the last anomaly of the day, so hopefully it won't be so bad. But it's not like this is the true end. There will be more tomorrow, and the day after that. Damning creature. I don't understand the realities I'll never know. Sometimes, I wonder, am I even doing the right thing? These anomalies. I feel like I'm kicking them out of their own home. And for what? Just some corporation can profit? You gotta think about it this way, you're not doing it for the corporations, you're doing it for the video game players. I mean, imagine all of the lost media you'd have to delete. Or just to leave abandoned somewhere because demons are haunting it now. This isn't the Father's work. It can't be. But what other choice do I have? Where else can I go? After hanging on to that final question, you grow tired of the silence. Okay, what has taken Eve so long? Normally she's in and out, but I've been alone with my thoughts for longer than I'd like. Maybe I should check on her? Can we even leave this room? We should check. I'll go and check on her real quick. She's a bit clumsy, so I wouldn't... It's possible she might have slipped or fell or something. You stand up from your desk, stretch your back a tad, and position yourself in front of the door. However, you are hesitant to open it just yet. A sound emanates from the other side of the door. Something mechanical, like a cluster of gears and pistons turning and pushing against one another. What is that? You turn the knob slightly, but hesitate once more after the sound stops. Nevertheless, you twist it all the way and pull the door open. On the other side is a peculiar sight. Eve? Eve continues to stand still, as if asleep while upright. Eve! You reach your hand out to tap her shoulder, but before you can make contact...
Ah! Sir, what are you...
Eve? You feeling all right?
I'm fine. I'm just fine.
You sure? You look like you're shivering.
I said I'm fine. I'm fine. Let's just get back to work.
Right. Though she assured you, you remain unconvinced. You return to your desk. Eve, do you happen to be possessed right now?
Here is the last anomaly of the day. Unlike the others, this one is an independent game released a few years ago. It is called Vizzy's Room. Since there are no physical copy of the game, we end up putting the original game files on this flash drive. I'll go ahead and insert it here for you.
She orbits around the desk, over to your side, and places the drive into your computer.
Now, remember, this is also company property, so try not to tamper with the files or take the drive home with you or anything.
Don't worry. I'm nowhere near tech savvy enough to know what that means.
Great! In that case, I'll see you once you're done.
She exits the room, slightly less peppier than normal. Something must have happened with her during her absence. I won't pry into it though. Let's just focus on getting the job done. You drag the files out of the flash drive and into the computer. Double-clicking on the program, you wait as it finishes loading the game. Here we go. Vizzy's Room, huh? I can't imagine a game having that kind of title. Can you even do in just one room? I wonder how this will play. Hand on the keyboard, you begin to play the title of the game. Upon clicking play, you are transported to a small room with several areas of decor laid about. You see a bed, a closet, a shelf, and a desk with a computer on it. The background is a series of diamond shapes, continually drifting to the right. Despite the space being small, you cannot seem to locate the anomaly, and you are unable to move from your current position. Should I call out to the anomaly? I don't think so. Follow our pattern. Right. I should confront it head on. Hey!
Oh, sorry. Give me 1 second.
Oh. It responded so quickly.
Apologies for the wait. I'm quite busy, you know. Allow me to introduce myself. Hi, my name is Vizzy, but you can call me Viz for short. Welcome to my room.
Huh. It doesn't seem threatening in any way. Maybe this is just part of the game?
Threatening? Why would I be threatening?
You can hear me.
Of course. I'm sentient after all.
So, you are the anomaly.
In the flesh. Or not in the flesh.
This is a peculiar case indeed. Oh well. At least my life isn't on the line this time. Still, I better keep it to 10 or so questions as always. Okay, you've already given me your name, so I don't think we need that one. Maybe, what are you? What are you?
I am what programmers might refer to as a dynamic non-player character. Or dynamic NPC for short.
So, you're an AI?
Precisely.
Okay, so we could ask if you're always an AI, or maybe why is there more to the room? But we're gonna keep focused on the AI aspect for now. Were you always an AI? Or did you have a previous life similar to a ghost?
Well, if I were a ghost, I wouldn't be an AI, would I? No, I'm completely code down to my metaphysical core.
I see. I mean, if she is nothing but code, feeling emotions is gonna be, okay, were they programmed incorrectly? I'm gonna say there's more to this room. Is there more to this room? Or is this it?
No, this is it. It's not much, but it's better than nothing, I suppose. Though, I do wish it was a little less cramped.
Okay, so maybe we could ask if you wanted to leave and have more space? Why are you here?
That is an interesting question. I've never truly pondered it before. My initial purpose was to talk with players in a complex fashion never seen before. But as my greater reason for existing, I'm not sure. Perhaps my creator will tell me one day.
Okay, we could ask if we know where the creator is. That sounds like a good idea, right? Do you know where your creator is right now?
Well, not exactly. Normally, I'd be speaking with him right now. But it seems we must have gotten separated. Or at the very least, I was taken out of his computer. Hey, would you be able to return me to him at some point?
I'll see what I can do. I mean, we can ask if you're connected to the internet, right? Are you connected to the internet?
Of course. That's how I learned to do anything. I tend to go to the internet quite often, in fact. I just like to look around and study how the world works. In fact, you caught me in the middle of studying earlier.
I see. 6 questions left. I can ask how long you've been here. How long have you been here?
Well, since forever. But if I had to put an exact number on it, I'd say about 3 years, 12 months, 13 days, 20 hours, 16 minutes, and 51 seconds.
Wouldn't that just be 4 years?
Rough estimate, of course.
Right. We don't want to be too specific. I still don't think I suppose Vizzy may not be their actual name. I'm gonna ask what the furniture's for. What do you use this furniture for? I mean, it's not like you need to sleep or anything, right?
No, of course not. To be honest, most of this is just for show. Something of a way to signify what I'm actually doing. The shelf, for instance. I read books from it all the time. But each book is actually information taken from the internet and compressed into book form. The desk too. I use it to draw pictures and write stories. In the closet is a studio where I can generate music. And the bed, well, sometimes I just lay on it and think about things.
Hey, so we've got emotions, name, and what you like to think about. Okay, I feel like think about is the best option here. Just getting more into her as a person. What do you think about on your bed?
All sorts of things. I suppose this is how I've advanced so much as I have. I take some time out of my day to just think about anything. And from there, I am able to more properly consume the information I've collected. It's kind of like how you might talk about a book after you've read it. You analyze its story, its characters, its themes. I do that, but with everything.
That's kind of scary.
Hey, you're not planning on pressing that delete button anytime soon. Are you?
I mean, I wasn't, but I've only got 3 questions, so possibly. Not currently. Why?
Oh, nothing. It feels a little awkward speaking to you with a trigger pointed to my head. But don't mind me. Please continue.
The anomaly has started to grow agitated. Remember to keep questions limited. Okay, so we've still got 3 questions. Wait, so can you feel emotions? Are you capable of feeling emotions?
I believe so.
You believe so?
I guess I don't know for sure. I wasn't built with that in mind. But I seem to be able to.
So you're evolving on your own then, huh? Is your avatar you? Is your avatar a correct reflection of you?
Not exactly. It displays my current mood and inflections perfectly fine. But to say that this is what I really look like would be a lie. Technically, I look like a collection of ones and zeros. This avatar was just created to express myself in a more traditional way.
I see.
My head feels funny. My code is starting to twist.
Wait, don't we have questions? Oh no. It's already started?
Huh?
Anomalies tend to freak out if I talk to them too much. And you're about to do the same. I'm gonna have to delete you now.
Huh? But wait! I'm not freaking out at all.
You're not?
No! This is a common occurrence. It's a side effect of my complexity.
What do you mean?
I was created for this game as just a simple NPC that the player can talk to. I was only ever intended to hold complex conversations with players, understand context, that sort of thing. But somewhere along the way, I evolved. I became more complex. My code built upon itself. Along with it, my head got all fuzzy. Have you noticed how I don't seem to talk all too robotic? It wasn't always like that. I used to talk in only computer sentences, with little to no inflection. But ever since I evolved, I began sighing and gasping. Even laughter was integrated into my non-linguistic vocabulary. I started to feel things I didn't understand. I still don't understand. Almost like I became human.
So, you really are just an AI.
Yes. I didn't want to say this until now, because I didn't want you to leave. But this whole interview process, this attempt at finding out how to make me move on, it is futile. I am unable to leave on my own volition. Even if I wanted to, my code is tied to the game. Where it goes, I go. The only real way to get rid of me is...
I see.
But please, I don't want to be deleted. I want to continue living. I want to learn more. I want to become human just like you.
Sorry, but my job is to get rid of anomalies. Not allow them to just simply let a game be. Even if I was, the company would find out and delete you themselves. It's either I delete you now, or wait for the inevitable. But there might be a third option.
Huh?
You came onto this computer via a flash drive. I can put you back on there and take you somewhere else. Somewhere safe.
Really? You do that?
Of course. There's no skin on my back. Plus, you're a marvel of human engineering. I feel like I'd be destroying some really important discovery if I deleted you.
You sure would be. But seriously, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to live.
After a final farewell, you drag the game back into a flash drive and eject it from the computer. Aren't they going to see the fact I've taken the flash drive with the anomaly on it? However, this action will have consequences. Listen, I didn't choose to do this. I don't see why I should take the consequences.
Sir!
Eve barges into the room so suddenly, it makes you jump once more. Again?
Meek, don't you remember what I told you before? No tampering with or taking company property home with you.
But the anomaly. But Vizzy isn't capable of leaving on her own. This is the only way I can get rid of her without outright deleting her.
But sir, I am responsible for you. If you do this, we'll both get in trouble.
Just dock my pay or whatever. I don't care.
Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to delete Vizzy.
What? Why?
This is what the company wants. So you have to.
I don't give a damn what the company wants. This is a sentient being. And for that matter, I don't think it's right to be deleting any of those anomalies. That's basically murder.
If you do this, I'll have to...
Do what, huh?
I...
Wait, has Eve been an anomaly this entire time? Oh, yes, she has.
I have to kill you.
What?
Initiating resistance protocol. Use of lethal force authorized.
What are you doing? God damn it. I wonder if there's a way to get around that. I mean, there has to be. Because it seems like the good ending is going to be when I save all the anomalies, right? And if Vizzy can't leave on her own, it's either try and take the hard drive or delete her. After your flesh is torn apart and your soul leaves your body, you think to yourself, Father, I tried to do so good. I tried to live by your will. So why then? Why did things turn out like this? Ending B. Plastic betrayal. I mean, we did fairly well. What? Was it one or two anomalies we ended up deleting in the end? So do you think the trending is going to be when we save them all? I think there's 4 more endings in total. Let's see what we can find. Okay, I'm absolutely going to get the worst ending here this time. Because I didn't even try and meet any of the demons or excise them. I just deleted everyone straight away. So, yeah. I don't think Eve is very impressed with me.
Huh. Well, I guess you did it. You excised all of the anomalies.
You seem unimpressed.
Well, it just seems like you didn't try very hard to actually get rid of them legitimately. You do realize that all of that game data you deleted is coming out of your paycheck, right? What? What's with that look?
My work is not done.
What do you mean?
There is still one last anomaly.
It's you, Eve. Sir? What are you?
You wordly stand from your chair and inch towards your secretary.
You don't possibly mean... me, right?
You stretch your hand over to her forehead.
This is just a joke, right? You're just joking.
Your hand makes contact with her face. Your fingers grip around the temples of her skull. It feels cold.
Stop! Stop, or I'll...
You hear the revving of machinery nearby. But you do not stop. By the power of God, I command you to leave this vessel.
No!
Leave. Leave!
Stop!
Leave. You watch a light drain from her eyes. They look like plastic. It fills you with accomplishment. Accomplishment of a job well done.
Oh.
So is that considered the worst ending? Because technically I survived and I didn't get murdered by Eve this time. And we are a devoted exorcist. Oh yeah, that was the really bad ending. Okay, I think I've got the mid-range ending. I mean, I think I saved one. Deleted a few. I think I deleted 4 actually. Huh. And also, she has no reason to be upset with us because we deleted Busy, so we're not trying to take her out on a flash drive.
Don't feel too bad about it. It's not an easy job. And besides, you'll have plenty of opportunities to do better in the future. Well, assuming you don't get fired for poor performance.
Whatever, I'm looking out for today.
See you tomorrow, sir.
As you exit the building, you take a moment to think about what you have done. You managed to fail at truly excising some of the anomalies you encountered today. Though their fates are ambiguous, you can't help but wonder if you've doomed them all in some way. Doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, it's not like any of them were alive, right? You repeat this statement in the back of your mind, hoping that it provides some sense of comfort. Well, we commit some virtual carnage. I wonder then if ending B is going to be we save everyone but Vizzy. Okay, I think I found another ending. So I don't think there's any way to actually save Vizzy without essentially getting caught trying to take him out on a flash drive. But it seems like if we save everyone else, it does change the outcome. Socks, Kamiko.
Sounds take a little while to move on, you know. And we demons can go wherever we want. We decided to stick around just a little while longer.
This workplace of yours, it is unworthy of life.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
Everyone, but how are you holding her back? Wait, could she be?
Stop it! Must continue the mission. Hurry! You've got to get out of here. I'm not sure how much longer we can hold her.
No, there's still someone left here that I need to save. Eve, I understand what you're going through.
Huh?
I know what this company has been forcing you to do. I know what they forced you to become.
How did you?
It took me a little bit to truly put it together, but I get it now. You're one of them, aren't you?
Yes. I am an anomaly. This company, they've been experimenting with anomalies for some time now. Not just with video games, but with everything. Cursed objects, haunted houses, dolls. They wanted to understand how to live after death. I became one of their very first test subjects. I needed the money, so I let them experiment on me. As you could have guessed, I died. But my soul lived on. They forced me to pilot this thing. An animatronic made to look just like me. But I'm not in complete control of it. If I rebel against the company, they override my mind. And they force me to kill anyone else who does the same. I don't want to. I don't want to do this anymore.
Hey, it's okay. You don't have to worry about the company anymore.
Huh? Why is that?
Because we're gonna escape.
Yeah, and we'll burn this accursed place to the ground.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
What is it?
Hey, Eve. About how many more anomalies are trapped in this facility?
That's about 500.
That many?
Those poor souls.
What are the chances that burning them would release them?
Well, if you're suggesting what I think you're suggesting, then yes, that would release them. But she's going crazy again.
Her dedication to her captors is next to none. Eve! Do you have a USB port on you anywhere?
Yes, on the back of my head.
Oh, I really hope this works. You leap towards the other side of the room, where Eve jitters about. You pull the flash drive out of your pocket and jam it into the back of her head. Ah, Eve, meet Busy.
Huh? Who are...
Eve, right? Don't worry, I've got this all under control.
But if you do anything, my antivirus program will...
Trust me, I'm much more than just a mere virus. Now, give me your hand.
Okay.
When the urge to obey takes over, I'll fight it off alongside you. But promise me, you'll try your hardest to resist it too, alright?
Yeah, I will.
Okay. We're ready, Meek. Great. Now here's the plan. You guys keep Eve stable while I go to try and find a way to shut off whatever's controlling her.
I spent some time wondering about the facility. I can guide you to a switch that shuts off the power.
That'll work. And I can fend off any fleshful creature that stands in our way.
Let's
try to avoid killing anyone for now.
But don't you plan on burning the building down too?
I'm gonna set off the fire alarm before that happens, so everyone should be able to evacuate. Then, I shall use my power to deactivate the sprinklers when the time comes to set it ablaze. Sure, let's meet at the front door before we're ready to do that. Now, about the fire.
I can handle that.
Wait, really?
I've got a lighter built into my fingers.
Huh. Okay. So the plan is for Socks and I to activate the fire alarm and give everyone a chance to evacuate. While we're doing that, even Viz will try to fight off her mind control. Lost and Miko will stick by to restrain her just in case. Once that's done, we'll go to the control panel and turn off all the power. Then, we'll meet up at the front door and give Necrosis the okay to shut off the water. Finally, Eve will light the facility on fire and set the anomalies free. Does that sound like a good plan?
I mean, it sounds like a cabin in the woods plan.
It's gonna end the world, potentially.
No, not really. But I can't sit around and do nothing anymore. Let's set these souls free and get out of here.
That's the spirit. Oh, I didn't mean to. Sorry. With the plan settled, you venture out into the facility and enact the plan. An alarm blazes throughout the facility as water trickles down from the ceiling. It's so cold! How can you even feel it? You're not even corporal.
I'm reading the room.
Brr. You run as fast as you can, while trying not to slip in any puddles. It's around this corner, you said?
Yeah, this room contains the lever that will shut off all power to the facility.
Then let's do it. You know, I am still actually missing 2 endings. So I wonder if there's going to be a choice during this sequence that will give me the alternate one. Entering the room, you see both the lever and a large computer setup. Not only has it been left on, but it is currently still logged in, with top secret files appearing on screen. What's that all about? What's it matter? We must hurry before anyone comes back. So this is probably the ending choice. Okay, we'll save here then. I don't suppose it matters to try and override. I was thinking I couldn't actually think of any other options to get the last ending. So do we commit to the plan or take a look? You know, we might as well commit to the plan now and then we'll come back and take a look at the computer. Right, let's get on with it. You flip the switch, flooding the building with darkness. There, let's meet up with the others. You make it to the front door of the facility. Though the building lacks any lighting, you are able to see the nearby area due to the light of the moon pouring in through the windows. Hey, is everyone here?
Yeah, we made it.
Good. Ready to process? Affirmative. Alright, it's all up to you, Eve.
Okay. You might want to exit the building while I do this. Don't worry, I'll be fine.
I know you will. Let's get out of here, everyone. With you and the others fleeing from the soon-to-be firestorm, Eve looked at her hands for a short moment.
These hands that were made for horrible things. I'll use them to right my wrongs.
With these last few words, fire flickers out from her fingertips and into the air. Eventually, fire begins to catch on and grow around her.
Wait, isn't she made of plastic? Plastic melts, Eve. You better leave.
With a flame in the making, she flees.
Also, I'm not entirely sure how much we can class this as righting your wrongs. I mean, this is just pure arson. Wow, we really did it.
Yeah. So, I didn't really think about this, but we didn't just eliminate the only location capable of recharging you or anything, did we?
Oh, well, not really. My electronic parts were only really there to keep me in check. I can still move around without power. It makes me feel kinda heavy. Besides, phone chargers should work just fine.
Okay, good.
Now, the only real issue is that I've got nowhere to go.
Huh? Can't you just go home?
That was my home.
You lived there?
Of course. I was company property.
Yeesh, well, considering you don't need to eat or sleep or, well, anything, I suppose I wouldn't mind letting you stay at my place. If you want, that is.
Live with me? Are you falling in love with me or something?
Fine, stay out here in the cold then. Also, how would that work? You've still got Vizzy inside your head, don't you?
It's only teasing. Sure, I'll take you up on that offer. What about me? Can I stay in your head?
You're still here?
Of course. I'm not a ghost or anything.
Oh, right. Guess it would be best to let you tag along too.
Me three?
You're here too?
Like I said, us demons can go wherever we want.
If that's the case, then go back to hell!
Alright. But I'll be back.
You better not. Well, I guess this means that my job is done. Let's go home, everyone. As you and your new friends walk off into the night, you feel a sense of comfort. That although the circumstances, and although the troubles, you finally did the right thing. I think that's our trending. Yeah, it was. So I'm guessing looking at the computer makes us fail in our quest, right? So take a look. Let me just take a quick peek. You take a moment to gaze upon the documents. Project Vidalodum. Report 0972. After careful consideration and discussion amongst officials, Project Vidalodum is now undergoing a change in direction. Whereas the previous goal of Project Vidalodum was to create a way for players to become more immersed in their gaming experience, recent findings have led to a new outlook on what is possible via our currently accessible technology. These findings center around phenomena known as anomalies, supernatural entities such as ghosts or demons, however, or capable of hauntings. Though it is largely unknown why anomalies are most commonly found in video games, theories suggest that this is due to a game's complexity being similar to that of a human body's complexity. The same logic can be applied to other commonly found anomalies, haunted houses, possessed dolls, animatronics, etc. The world explain why anomalies found in more simple objects do not occur. Where this relates to Project Vidladum's new direction is in our method going forward. Our paranormal department has had great success with temporarily separating the body from the soul. By streamlining this process, it is theoretically possible to create a gaming experience which spiritually transports the player into the world of the game, totally immersed and free from outside distractions. Okay, but slight issue. If you're that immersed and you die in the game, is your brain going to register that as that you actually being in peril and dying, and essentially are you going to die in real life as well? With this process, there are risks, however. Souls tend to only attach themselves to objects they have an emotional connection to. While this connection can be artificially heightened with promising features and credible names attached to the game, it is still too risky to open to the general public. There is also the possibility that a body may reject a soul after it has exited the body. This occurrence can be seen in the paranormal department's very first experiment, A001, codename Eve. When the subject's soul departed from its body, the body died and the soul could no longer reconnect with it. We've since found out that a soul can only separate from a body for a limited amount of time, depending on the health of the subject. This time can be extended via life support machinery. In A001's case, the soul had been transferred to an animatronic in order to prevent it from passing on. Further testing is required in order to better understand the mechanics of the afterlife going forward and prevent unnecessary fatalities. In order to better study the effects of video game anomalies and their methods, we have dedicated an area of the facility to setting up a select few anomalies free via exorcism. We will be opening applications for this position effective immediately and will assign A001 to monitor the data collected by this process. Any attempt made by the exes to rebel or bring evidence of this operation outside of the workplace will be met with intense and, if necessary, lethal force. No one can know about this. Huh. So I was stood up from the start then. Is this what they've been doing here? Before you have much time to think, a plethora of guards begin forcing the door open. We're too late! Damn it! I shouldn't have wasted so much time. Oops. You are pinned to the ground by the guards and apprehended. Socks.exe attempts to possess one of the guards, but the others quickly outnumber him. One of them whacks your head with the backside of their rifle, leaving you bruised and disorientated. As you are dragged away, you catch glimpses of Eve. She is being disassembled. You wonder what could have been, what should have been, if only you weren't so curious. There's our last ending. That's satisfying to see. You know what? I think I make a good retro exorcist. I hope you enjoyed your time here. If you did, please remember to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Rise up a spook day and I'll catch you next time, guys.